What's up, everybody? Nolan with Black Diamond Services. Thank you for tuning in. So I have been quite swamped lately, and it's a great problem to have, but it has put a little bit of a dampener on my videos here. So I apologize for that. I'm trying to keep up some more content here. So as you are seeing today, here's what I've already gotten pretty much most of this pre-sprayed, CRB'd, and vacuumed and all that. So I am obviously doing all this carpet, and then I have all this tile to do here. So that room, kitchen area in there, and the rest of this walkway and a bathroom in that doorway. So we did some house cleaning for this gentleman a few days back, and then he's having me out to do the rest of the stuff. And so I just wanted to do a little more video for you guys. So I'm gonna finish up this room with the CRB, and then I'm gonna try and do some more rinsing video, since I kind of have free reign to the house right now. So what I've had to do in this room is some pet treatment. The cat litter box is in the corner, I believe, to my right, and you can kind of smell the odor when you first came in here. So I treated it really heavily, and I let it sit for a while before I start doing any kind of extraction. It's just a couple spots, that corner there, and then over here in that corner kind of area. You can almost see the tint difference by that cable. So I had moved the cable and treated the area pretty heavily, so that way by the time I get to it, I have plenty of dwell time. Then there's a couple small spots that are outside of this door, so job should be pretty easy, which is nice. But yeah, this job's gonna be a good one. I'm very thankful for this one. It was a referral from a family member, and then yeah, he heard good things from them, decided to have me out to do an estimate, went over everything with him, and got the house cleaning done. Did a lot of dusting and wiping everything down, cleaning the bathrooms, sinks, countertops, and all that good stuff. Very grateful to have a house cleaning crew, because these two things kind of go hand in hand. So I could see what people really want, if they're just wanting house cleaning done, or if they want to do some more professional cleaning as far as the floors and even the countertops. If you got granite countertops, stuff like that, I can clean those as well. And so it's a good combination to have. If you're in this business, I highly suggest looking into doing house cleaning, starting out with one person and start doing some smaller jobs, and then once you start getting a little busy with that person, get another one and team them up if you desire to do teams of two, and then start doing a little bit bigger jobs. And then when you can get a third person on, start doing deep cleans. That'll go a little bit quicker because you got 3 people and things like that. So I'm very blessed to have that in my business. My wife pretty much runs that side of the business, handling with the employees and such. And then I'm going to be hiring my helper here pretty soon. Just kind of hopefully waiting for an official start date that they can come on and help me out, because today is a very busy day. My last job is scheduled for an arrival time sometime between 4 and 6. That's how busy I am. And I decided to help them out because they had a pretty harsh stain spill yesterday, I believe, and they got most of it out. And so I squeezed it in so I can get them taken care of. They found me online on, I think, Yelp. And so I'm going to go over there and get that done after I do one more job and I think 2 estimates today, if I remember correctly. So I'm gonna keep this going, guys. Sorry about the lack of content. I know I'm usually like every day or every other day, and there's been a little bit of a gap, so bear with me as I'm having a great problem with the business is growing, so I'm thankful. And you know, I know part of it is because of you guys watching and supporting the channel. I have earned a couple jobs off of YouTube, so don't think I don't notice that. To those that are in my area that have been watching and gotten me work, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So stay tuned for more. Alright guys, thanks again for tuning in. A cool little tidbit for those of you guys who've been watching my content for a while now. I believe I've mentioned in the past that I'm a little bit of a musician. I like to play drums and mostly guitar right now, and so whenever I go to a house and people have instruments, I'm always a little curious if they're, you know, playing a band or something like that. And as far as musicians that I've met over the years through cleaning, I haven't really met any that were really successful. But this one would probably be the one that's most successful in the time that they were playing, but they still are. And it had been so long since I've heard them play, but if any of you are familiar with a band called Flying Blind, I'm currently doing some cleaning for the drummer. Well, I thought that was pretty cool. Had to go back and listen to their music. They released a couple albums years ago, like I think 2002-ish, somewhere around there. They are on YouTube, so I had to go listen to them and kind of remind myself, because I used to listen to bands like theirs a lot back in the day when they first came out, and they were featured on a soundtrack for a movie, and you know, he said they did pretty well for the time that they were being actively touring and playing shows and whatnot. So I thought it was pretty cool. You know, I like chatting with other musicians, obviously, for seeing what they do and how they go about stuff and if they've seen any success. But yeah, as soon as he told me the band name, I knew immediately to his band. So I thought that was pretty cool. I wouldn't say like he's super famous or anything, but you know, they had a really good following, and I believe they still do. He said they play here and there, so naturally I had to see his drums and talk with him a little bit about it. So it's pretty cool. Sometimes I get to clean for people that I feel like they're kind of famous. You know, they did a lot more than I ever got a chance to do, and saw some success through that. And so I think that's really cool, you know, when you have a passion for something and you get to do it for a living. So that's pretty awesome. So, you know, I surprisingly enjoy seeing people's carpets clean up and stuff like that. It's not my original passion. Music definitely is, but I love this business, and I'm very grateful that I got the job where I was working in the past, because it's what got me where I'm at today. And you know, I'm doing a lot better, and so I'm very grateful for that. So you never know what's going to lead you to something new. So always ask questions when you meet somebody. You know, if you find something that you have like similar interests in, you never know who you're going to meet. It could build you new awesome connections to things that you wouldn't normally have access to. So it's something that I did years ago when I was cleaning for another company. I asked the guy what he does for a living, because he had a nice big house, and he told me a couple of different things that he does, and I got connected with him for a while. And you know, it was because of him and his wife and a couple other people that were very business oriented and got me going and motivated me to start my own business. So whatever it takes, you know, to be successful, and whether it's in, you know, a company that you're working for, if you can get a connection that can help you grow and get better at what you currently do and get you to move up and you know, make a better living, then shoot, go for it. That's what I think. Always be trying to grow. The more you learn, the more you earn, is what I keep hearing from different successful people. So read books about business, whatever you're into. Just get better and grow, and you never know what you'll end up doing. So that's been my little chat. I'm gonna keep this going. I got a little tight area right here I want to try and get with both hands on the wand, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. Little COB tile stirring. Kick out from leftover from the carpet that didn't shoot out yet. get this rinsed. So this floor, you could see the dirt that was coming up when I was using the CRB, but it's definitely one of those floors that you can't really see the difference when you're in the middle of cleaning it, which is kind of annoying because you're like, hey, I need to be sure that it's cleaning up, but that's kind of why I like the CRB it. Even though the cleaner I'm using, if you spread it across the entire floor evenly, a lot of times you don't have to do any agitation and it'll rinse right up like I'm doing right now. But when I can't see a visible difference because there's so many colors like this, or you got dark grout, a lot of times I'll for sure run the CRB over just so I can make sure that dirt is popping off, because as you saw earlier, it most certainly was. So I just kind of do that as a precaution. Just kind of step. I mean, I know it's going to clean and all that, but I don't know. That's just me. Not everybody has to do that. If you've got the same cleaner I'm using, Grout Master, and you've seen the success that it does for you on cleaning up tile and grout. But yeah, some situations just, you don't know how long it's been since it's been cleaned, and I'm pretty sure it's been 7+ years on this, because the carpet, if I remember right, he said it's been around 7 years. And so that carpet hid the dirt pretty well. Like, I was watching my sight glass and saw everything coming through, and I was like, oh my goodness. And keep in mind that I'm in the middle of an orchard. This house is in the back of this orchard out in the country. So plenty of dust and all that fun stuff. So for those of you who are wondering, if you've never seen this look on a tile, the first thing, if you knew anything about it, you would think that it is slate, but it is actually not. And the reason why I know is there's a repeating pattern on a couple of them. If you look around enough on this floor, you will see some pieces that look identical to each other. So, see this one here right in the center? Now if I rotate it this way, it's the same exact piece as that one. The pattern looks exactly the same. So it's man-made. So it was made to look like slate when it's actually a man-made tile. So even though slate, with the professional cleaning, you can use an acid-based cleaner on it after an alkaline. When it's man-made, you can definitely do that, no problem. But natural stones, most of them, you don't want to use any acidic products on them. So if you got like a marble countertop or even floors, I've run into some problems where people had like a lemon cleaner that got used on it, or they spilled lemonade. Alright guys, I apologize. I believe the video got interrupted right when I was in the middle of cleaning this tile here. I got a business call, so it automatically switches over to that. So I apologize for that. But the tile cleaned up fantastic. I kept getting phone calls, so I put off some of the videoing until now, but I did clean this area here as well. I have just the entryway left, so I figured hopefully I don't get a call that blocks it again, but wanted to do some of the raking. So I did Scotchgard this carpet. He asked that I applied it. So just wanted to show you guys that. I'm going to flip on the fan. I got the window cracked. Whew. So that's what trips me out when, if like I had the lights on, I was working in here and then I turned the fan on, that strobe light, because the can lights are so close to the fan blades that kind of causes a strobe light effect. I could not do that personally. Anyways, yeah, so I had asked him when I got here if he wanted me to apply Scotchgard, and decided to go with it. I love how this carpet shaped up. It certainly does look a little brighter for sure now that there's been a little bit of dry time. One of my products that I use that's got citrus in it and helps with stains and whatnot. It also kind of helps brighten the carpet a little bit. And even when I'm not dealing with pet stains, I tend to put a scoop in, which is 2 ounces, to help. It just seems to always brighten the carpet up a little bit. And so I like that. Gives it that extra little pop. Even though not all carpets need the product for what it actually does, I just noticed, I don't know, appearance-wise, it looks a little nicer, which this could be all just in my head probably, but it's, to me, it's worth it to see that little pop. You know, and everybody's been quite happy with how it looks, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. There was a little stain right here and it did pop out, which is nice. And there are pet stains in this house, as I mentioned earlier. So I used Unchained, and then the other product that I was talking about, Pure O2, both from Truck Mount Farms. They both are put together to help with pet urine and other stains, but Unchained primarily does a fantastic job for pet urine stains, trying to get those out. Had a lot of success with using that product. And then the Pure O2 actually can do some of the same stuff. It's just one's a liquid, one's a powder, so you got to mix the powder up and all that. So I just like the way it looks afterwards using that Pure O2, but I did Unchained in this one because of the actual pet stains. So it turned out very nice. So all I got left from that bathroom doorway up there to where I'm standing here left of the tile, I left this just section open so I can finish Scotchgarding and raking it out, and then I'm going to finish cleaning this and be doing the seal and be all done. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. I got more jobs later. I'm not sure if I'll be able to film anymore, so I apologize if this is a little short, but like I said earlier, I've been pretty swamped, which is a fantastic thing, but I wanted to try and at least get you guys some more content. So enjoy.